Hello everyone. We hope you all are staying home, safe, and keeping yourself really motivated during these uncertain times. I thought of giving you an update from Sam Kodi team as well. We work more than ever now. The entire team is still working from their homes and continuously looking after our extended family, that is you. Objective of this presentation today is to discuss about the strategies during a crisis, understanding a little bit more about your KiwiSaver, shares, sell or not, buy or not, what should I do in these situations, the relief packages, long-term planning, and 6 elements to healthy financial life you want. Today, I am going to answer some of the questions which we got in the last 2 weeks. We all know that we are all well and fine until we hit this kind of crisis. It's perfectly normal to panic when you see your retirement savings going down thousands of dollars, or when you realize you could even lose your job. I have personally watched my KiwiSaver plunge over the last few weeks, and also some of the days, I don't know whether you realized, I have noticed it going up as well. Keep calm. You can protect yourself from this panic with a few strategies and making the best decisions. This presentation may feel a little long, but there are some very important things you should know. So please take time to watch and pass it on to your friends and relatives. You never know, they may need help too. What are the best strategies to give you a peace of mind on what you need to do next? With the ongoing economic issue on the pandemic, following by the lockdown orders, money has become really uneasy. Things are very, very unpredictable for almost everyone at the moment. For some individuals, it's not about uncertainties, it's watching the unraveling of their financials due to many reasons. Closing or leaving the business, working environment changes, can't work any longer. So people are very stressed, and most of them are inquiring about the protection plans in place. What do they need to do with their KiwiSaver? I understand it is very hard to make good decisions during this time of stress. When emotions are ragging, people cannot think clearly and are very, very confused. When you make decisions at such state of mind, it is difficult to see the bigger picture and the real impacts of what you are doing in your long-term financial plans. What's happening to my KiwiSaver? Why is it going up and down again? Should we do anything? This is the best time to reflect what KiwiSaver is all about and how it works. Let's understand your KiwiSaver in a little bit more detail. Most of us think that KiwiSaver is merely a savings account. However, it is what we call an investment account. It is an account where the money you put in buy units of investments like shares, bonds, or commercial property. They invest in thousands of selected companies. The value of these units goes up and down in the share market when uncertainties kicks in. And so does your KiwiSaver balance, which is going up and down with it as well. How do you interpret your KiwiSaver balance? There is a big difference. Recently, KiwiSaver accounts have been falling because the earning power of those companies which I described been jeopardized by the COVID-19 crisis. Do you agree with me? So your KiwiSaver balance does not show what you have in that. It shows what your investments are worth at a given time. And when the share market falls, your balance can fall too. Similarly, when the share market goes up, your balance will go up as well. Again, it's really important for people to know where to put their money when you put the money into the KiwiSaver. They are putting the money into an investment account and not a savings account. These are the questions which comes to your mind. Sell or not? Buy or not? Do you feel confident about getting what you even originally paid for? Stay calm and don't make any short-term decisions. Value of shares are updated on the share market multiple times a day. Historically, we have bounced back from every crash that has ever happened. A lot of you are asking, should we consider moving that KiwiSaver into a low risk fund during the crash? For example, from a growth fund to a conservative fund. These situations make us feel lost. That would lead us to making decisions. If you think you're falling, or if you believe that companies in the world are never going to make money again, think twice. It is impossible. In terms of switching, the best is to have a strategy so you don't have to react when the crisis happens. Think, you need to get advice from professionals. If you are confused, and the moment you make that switch, you will end up locking your losses and you are stepping away from any opportunity that you have actually to participate in the recovery and get more money. It will probably go down again before it goes back up. It will be a long time before you will start making profits. If you think about it, you basically got onto a roller coaster, right? It's like riding a roller coaster with height restrictions and putting yourself into danger and trying to get out in the midway. Think about it. In this case, you would have locked down your losses and recovered a bit because you might have gone to conservative, but not bounce back. You will see more of the future, so you don't want to be jumping off the halfway if you don't have to. What do you mean if you don't have to? There are certain instances you may need to be in conservative, or you need to be looking after your money if your money requirement is short term. You are retiring soon, or you need some money for any major expenses which is accessible by KiwiSaver, and also if you are planning to put your money as the first home deposit. Let's take another example and look at in a different way of this market movements and the panic which we all have. Let's look at your property. You have primary residence, you have rentals, you may have commercial properties as well. Has the value remained on these properties the same, or do you think it has gone down? What is the value of your property 3 months ago? And your ability to sell that? Pretty sound, isn't it? What would it be worth today, and if you are to sell? Would you sell now? No way. Why? Who thinks that if you hold on to your property for next 3 years, 5 years, you will sell it more when the market picks up? But do you know how long to hold on? And do you know how much it will worth in 3 years' time, 5 years' time? But you know that it will go up. And also when you look at the downturn, do you know how much it will fall down to? And do you know a definite bottom line that you can cut your losses and sell your property? No one knows. So what would you do? You will just hold on. Similarly, what's the difference in your savings? And what's the difference on your KiwiSaver? You just need to hold on. This is a major question which we all need to ask ourselves. Would our short-term action have a major impact in the plans we have made for future? We have so many short-term actions which we can follow now. To name few, mortgage holidays, interest-only options, premium holidays for insurances, refinance options, mortgage top-ups, KiwiSaver contribution holidays, KiwiSaver hardship withdrawals. We hear a lot about these things in the media now. We hear all these things from our insurance brokers, the advisors, and also many financial institutions. How do you know if these options are the right choice for you? Ask yourself, are our actions online with our goals? Are we on track for our retirement? We have few important things we need to keep in mind in times like this. Best is to have a proper and a detailed budget. Find a system that helps you to review your incoming and outgoing expenses. Manage your money effectively, and this way you can identify problems and plan for the future in the long term. Do you have a long-term financial plan? Have you ever discussed all what needs to be looked after for your future? Do you have a roadmap for the future and a plan B if an uncertainty happens? It's time to think. What do you need to do? It's all about long-term planning. It's all about making emergency plans and things to do during uncertainties. I request you to list down all the things you need to do, and if you are still unsure, ask your advisor to help. If you need any guidance on how to make a long-term plan with our 6 elements of planning model, please feel free to contact us. We have a lot of time available for you. Thank you.